Okay, this is Algebra 2, and this is polynomial long division. And we're going to start out our notes here by kind of taking a trip back in time, and we're going to go all the way back to elementary. And you learned long division in elementary. So if you had something like 284 divided by 3, you would do 284 divided by 3. And you would say, how many times will 3 go into 2? It won't. So how many times will 3 go into 28? 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And then we subtracted. 28 minus 27 is 1. And we would bring down our 4. How many times will 3 go into 14? And it's 4. And so 4 times 3 is 12. And 4 minus 2 is 2. And we called that a remainder. There were two ways we could write our answer. We could either say 94 with the remainder of 2, or you could say 94 and 2/3. Okay, you could write your answer either way. That's long division that you learned many years ago. Well, polynomial long division works the same. It's just that you've got all those letters thrown in. So you use the same basic idea for solving long division problems. So they want you to use long division. They've given you an example already. X to the third minus 8x squared plus 4x minus 9 divided by x minus 4. And you set it up just like we did before. You put that x minus 4 on the outside and the long polynomial on the inside. And you say, well, what would I have to multiply x by to get x to the third? And you would have to multiply it by x squared. So then you take that x squared and you multiply it by everything right here. And so they get x to the third minus 4x squared. So then you're going to take what's there and you're going to subtract that. So basically think of it as leave change opposite. So we're going to have minus this and plus this. So negative 8x squared plus 4x squared gives you a negative 4x squared, and these cancel. Then you bring down your 4x and you do it all again. What would you multiply x by? I'll change colors here. To get negative 4x squared. Well, you would need to multiply it by negative 4x. So then you multiply that times both of these, and you get negative 4x squared, and then a negative times a negative is plus 16x. We're going to subtract that, so think of it as leave change opposite, and this becomes a positive 4x squared minus 16x. 4 minus 16 is negative 12x. These cancel, so then you bring down your minus 9, and you do it all again. What would you multiply x by to get negative 12x? Well, that would be negative 12. So you take your negative 12 and you multiply that times everything over there, and you get negative 12x, and you're actually going to get plus 48. We're going to subtract that, so remember that leave change opposite. Negative 9 and negative 48 is negative 57. This is my remainder. So your answer can either be written x squared minus 4x minus 12 remainder of negative 57, or what they prefer is this right here. And they say all of that minus, because it was a negative, 57 over what you had put outside. Okay, so let's erase all of my scribbling, and let's do one. Okay, you're going to put your x minus 3 on the outside. And then on the inside here, you're going to say 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. So you say, what would you multiply x by to get 2x squared? Well, you need to multiply it by 2x. So 2x times x is 2x squared. Positive times a negative, so minus. 2x times 3 is minus 6x. Draw a line. Change your signs and combine. Negative 5x plus 6x is going to be 1x. I don't care if you put the 1. And your x squareds are going to cancel. Now you need to bring down your minus 3 and do it all again. What would you multiply x by to get 1x? Well, it's already there, so you don't multiply it by anything, but you got to put a placeholder, so you would say plus 1. And so 1 times x is x, minus 1 times 3 is 3. Draw your line, change your signs. Your 3's cancel, your x's cancel. You do not have a remainder here. So your answer is simply 2x plus 1, and you're done. Looking at number 2, you're going to put your p minus 1 on the outside. And then hopefully you notice when you get ready to write the inside that we skipped. We went from a p to the third to a 6. You can't have skips. You got to put in fillers, but you're going to put a 0 with them. So you would put p to the third plus 0 p squared plus 0 p minus 6. Okay? You got to cover every exponent from where it started down to the end. So now, what would you multiply p by to get p to the third? And you would multiply it by p squared. So p squared times p is p to the third minus p squared times 1 is p squared. Draw a line, change your signs, and 0 plus 1 is 1, so this is p squared. Bring down your plus 0p. What would you multiply p by to get p squared? So plus p, and that's going to give you p squared minus p. Draw a line. I'm running out of room, sorry. Draw a line. Change your signs, so minus, plus, and so this gives you 0 plus 1 is p. Bring down your minus 6. What would you multiply p by to get p? It's there, so you're going to say plus 1. And so I'm just going to come over here and write. It had p minus 6. When I do that, I'm going to get p minus 1. Draw a line. Change your signs, and this is negative 5. So that's your remainder. So your answer is p squared plus p plus 1 minus, because it was negative, 5 over p minus 1. Going to the next page. Number 3. Once again, you've got some skips going on here. So you're going to say x minus 1 on the outside. And you're going to say x to the 5th plus 0x to the 4th plus 0x to the 3rd plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 1. So, what would you multiply x by to get x to the 5th? That would be x to the 4th. So x to the 5th minus x to the 4th. Draw a line, change your signs, combine, and you have x to the 4th, and these cancel. Bring down your plus 0x to the 3rd. Do it all again. You would have to multiply by x to the 3rd. And so this would give you x to the 4th minus x to the 3rd. Draw a line, change your signs, and combine. X to the 3rd, bring down your plus 0x squared, and you would have plus x squared times x, x to the 3rd, minus x squared, draw a line, change your signs, you have x squared, bring down your plus 0x, do it again, it's going to be plus x, and so you have x squared minus x, draw a line, change your signs, x, bring down your minus 1, it would be plus 1, which gives you x minus 1, draw a line, change your signs, and it all cancels. So that is your answer. X to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus x squared plus x plus 1. Looking at number 4, you're going to have, I'm going to use x's, x plus 2 on the outside. You're going to have x to the 3rd minus 6x squared plus 0x plus 1. So you would have to multiply by x squared, and that would give you x to the 3rd plus 2x squared. Draw a line, change your signs, and combine. This is negative 8x squared. These cancel. Plus 0x. You would have to multiply x by a negative 8x to get negative 8x squared. So negative 8x squared minus 16x. Draw a line, change your signs. You have a 16x. These cancel. Bring down your plus 1. You would have to multiply it by a positive 16, so plus 16. 16x plus 32. Draw a line, change your signs, and that's a negative 31. So your answer is x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus 31 over x plus 2. Looking at number 5, you're going to say x plus 6 on the outside. On the inside, you're going to have x squared plus 5x plus 3. So you would multiply x by x to get x squared. So you have x squared plus 6x. Draw a line, change your signs. 5 minus 6 is going to be a negative 1x. These cancel. Bring down your plus 3. Do it again. X times negative 1 gives you negative x. So negative 1x minus 6. Draw a line, change your signs, combine, and you get 9. So your answer here is x minus 1 plus, because it was a positive, 9 over x plus 6. So going to the next page, which says assignment. That's all of your notes for this one. This was polynomial long division.